Best wishes, my dear students. Today we are going to discuss the concept of force and laws of motion. Okay, force and laws of motion. In our last lesson, we studied about motion and rest. We know that what is meant by rest and what is meant by motion. Rest means the position of the object does not change with respect to time. Motion means the position of the object changes with respect to time, and also we studied distance, displacement, speed, velocity, acceleration, deceleration, which are related to the concept of motion in our last lesson. So in this lesson what we are going to discuss means which one will causes the motion in a body. Okay, ஒரு body இருக்கு, அந்த body வந்து motionக்கு கொண்டு வரதுக்கு அந்த body மேல என்ன act பண்ணணும் அப்படிங்கிறதும் அந்த that is nothing but force. ஒரு force ஒரு body மேல act ஆனாதான் that body will move. Okay, if we consider a ball in the ground, so force should be applied on the ball, then only the ball will move. Okay, so you should remember what should act on an object means force should act on an object in order to move the object. Okay, so in this lesson we are going to discuss about force. What is the SI unit of force? What are the laws of motion related to force? What are the different concepts taught by different scientists? Okay, so see here. So first we will discuss about force. Force means we know that it is nothing but push or pull applied on an object. So if we consider an object initially at rest, in order to move that object, what we have to apply? Nothing but force. External force should be act on that object. That should be in the form of push or pull that will move the body or tend to move the body. Okay, so force abdinale push or pull applied on an object is said to be force. Okay, so external force in the form of push or pull applied on an object is said to be force. So see here, force is actually denoted by the letter F. Okay, capital F is the letter we will use to denote the quantity force. So see here, if we consider an object of mass m, the force F is acting on that object, which will causes an acceleration A, due to which the body will move. Okay, so first we are considering an object, force F is acting on that object, due to which that experiences an acceleration A and move in a particular direction. Okay, so what is the formula for force means? F is equal to m into A. What is m here? Mass of an object. What is A here? It is acceleration of the object, which is caused due to the application of the force F. So F is equal to m into A. This equation will be proved in the Newton's second law of motion later. Okay, so now you just remember this formula for force. F is equal to m into A. Okay, so see here, force is a vector quantity. What is meant by vector quantity? If a quantity has both magnitude as well as direction, that is said to be vector quantity. Here, force is a vector quantity because see here, acceleration is actually a vector quantity. So force also a vector quantity. Okay, so force is a vector quantity that has both magnitude as well as direction. Next, what is the SI unit of force means? It is nothing but Newton, because Newton only conducted series of experiment to predict the concept of force as well as motion. So you remember the SI unit of force is nothing but Newton. It is denoted by the letter capital N. Okay, so what is the force of force abdina? 10 Newton. For example, see, if we consider F is equal to 10 Newton, here 10 is the magnitude of the force and Newton is the SI unit of force. It is denoted by the letter capital N. So F is equal to certain value with unit will be denoted. That will be denoted like this. Okay. So next one, what is the another unit of force means? See here, this is nothing but mass. What is the SI unit of mass means? Kilogram. And what is the SI unit of acceleration means? Meter per second square. So kilogram meter per second square is the another unit for force. Okay, Newton is the SI unit and another unit is kilogram meter per second square. And what are the effects can be caused by force on an object? That will summarize now. If we consider an object inertially at rest, with the help of the force, we can move that object. So, the object can move from rest position is the first point. And it is possible to increase the speed or decrease the speed with the help of the force. And it is possible to change the direction of motion of the object with the help of the force. And it is possible to stop the body with the help of the force. So these are all the effects can be caused with the help of the force in an object. Okay, rest to motion, speed can be increased or decreased, direction can be changed and that can be stopped. Okay, next one, we can change the shape of these certain objects with the help of the force. Example, sponge ball. Okay, with the help of the application of the force, we can change the shape of the object. Rubber band, we can increase the length of the rubber band or decrease the length of the rubber band with the help of the force. Okay, you remember certain examples for effects of force. Next one, in this lesson, we are going to discuss a special concept that is balanced and unbalanced force. Already I told you force is a vector quantity that has both direction as well as magnitude. So here what we are going to discuss means balanced force and unbalanced force. See here, this is the balanced force. If we consider an object of mass m, on the object two forces acting but in opposite direction, the magnitude of those two forces are equal. So what is the net force acting on that object means 0, because two forces acting on the object in opposite direction. Net force calculate பண்றதுக்கு 10 Newton minus 10 Newton substitute பண்ணுவோம். So 10 minus 10 becomes 0. Not only 10 minus 10, any equal and opposite force acting on the object means net force is equal to 0. And the object is at rest when two equal and not only two in more number of forces acting on the object, but net force is equal to 0 means the object will be at rest. This is said to be balanced force. So balanced force abhina two or more forces acting on an object, but net force is equal to 0 means the object will not move, the object will be at rest. Those forces are said to be balanced force. Okay. Next one, unbalanced forces. Unbalanced force means if we consider an object of mass m, in this direction 10 Newton force acting, but in this direction 20 Newton force is acting. What is the net force now? It is nothing but 10 Newton, because net force means that should be calculated from greater magnitude to smaller one. So 20 Newton minus 10 Newton. Why we are using minus symbol here? Both are acting in opposite direction. So 20 Newton minus 10 Newton will give 10 Newton. This will act along the direction of the greater magnitude. So 20 Newton 20 Newton direction 10 Newton net force will act on the object, so that the object will move along the direction of the greater magnitude. So in the direction the object வந்து move ஆக ஆரம்பிக்கும். அப்ப net force is not equal to 0, which causes the motion in the object. This one is said to be unbalanced force. Okay. So unbalanced force அப்படினாலே net force is not equal to 0. Okay. So that will causes the motion in that object. That is said to be unbalanced force. So now we'll discuss the laws of motion. So in this lesson we are going to discuss all the three laws of motion. Newton's first law of motion, Newton's second law of motion, as well as Newton's third law of motion. Okay, so see here, first law of motion. So in the first law of motion, definition பார்க்கிறதுக்கு முன்னாடி நம்ம என்ன பண்றோம் அப்படினா, consider an object at rest. We are not disturbing, we are not applying any force on that object, means the object will be at rest. இதுவே if we consider an object in motion, okay, ஒரு object வந்து மூவ் ஆயிட்டு இருக்கு with a particular velocity. இப்போ for example ஒரு ball வந்து மூவ் ஆயிட்டு இருக்கு, ஒரு certain distance மூவ் ஆன உடனே ball ரெஸ்ட்டுக்கு வந்துரும். எப்படி அது ரெஸ்ட்டுக்கு வருது அப்படின்னா, அந்த ball மேல ஒரு opposing force, nothing but frictional force acting, due to which the ball comes to rest. If there is no friction, if we consider a frictionless surface, the ball is in motion, means the ball will continue to move in that surface. எந்த opposing forceம் இல்ல அப்படின்னா அந்த ballோ இல்ல any object in uniform motion continue பண்ணிட்டே இருக்கும் அதனோட மோஷனை. ஏன்னா எந்த ஃபோர்ஸுமே அதை அப்போஸ் பண்ணலைன்னா நம்ம இனிஷியலாக இதுக்கு அந்த பாலுக்கு கொடுக்குற ஃபோர்ஸ் வந்து அப்படியே தான் இருக்கும், அது குறைவே மேக்னிடியூட் ஆஃப் த ஃபோர்ஸ் will not decreases in that case. So the body continue in its state of uniform motion. So this concept only we are going to discuss in the first law of motion. So what is the first law of motion means? Every body continues in its state of rest or of uniform motion along a straight line unless until an external force compelled that object to change that state of rest or uniform motion. So object restல இருந்துச்சுன்னா ரெஸ்ட்லயே இருக்கும், யூனிஃபார்ம் motionல straight line மூவ் ஆயிட்டு இருந்துச்சுன்னா அதே யூனிஃபார்ம் motionலயே இருக்கும். எது வரைக்கும் அப்படின்னா unless until an external force not compelled that body or not acting on that body to change that state. Okay, so rest position மாத்தணும், நம்மளா ஒரு force apply பண்ணுவோம், that will change. மோஷனை வந்து ஸ்டாப் பண்ணணும் இல்லை அதனோட ஸ்பீடை இன்க்ரீஸ் பண்ணணும்னு ஒரு எக்ஸ்டர்னல் ஃபோர்ஸ் ட்ரை பண்ணாத வரைக்கும் அது அதோட யூனிஃபார்ம் மோஷன்லேயே கண்டினியூ பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கும். This is the first law of motion. So again I'll tell you the definition. The tendency of the body to continue in its state of rest or of uniform motion along a straight line unless until an external force compelled that body to change that state. Okay, so in this case, this external force is depending the inertia of the body. First we should know what is meant by inertia. No, inertia means it is nothing but the inability of the body to change that state of rest or of uniform motion. Okay, so what is mean by inability of the body? If we consider an object is at rest, that body try to continue in its state of rest only. Okay, so ஒரு பாடி ரெஸ்ட்ல இருக்கு இல்ல ஒரு பாடி யூனிஃபார்ம் மோஷன்ல இருக்குன்னா அந்த பாடி அதிலே இருக்கிறதுக்கு தான் ட்ரை பண்ணும். அதுல இருந்து அதனோட ஸ்டேட் ஆஃப் ரெஸ்டையோ இல்ல ஸ்டேட் ஆஃப் மோஷனையோ சேஞ்ச் பண்ணிக்கிறதுக்கு in that body an inability will be there. That inability is said to be inertia. Okay, thank you students. If you like this video, subscribe our channel and share with your friends. So in the channel la இன்னும் நிறைய problems related questions, book back exercise, NEET oriented, JEE oriented, basic fundamental questions in physics, everything we are going to discuss. So definitely that will be very useful for you. Subscribe our channel and share with your friends. Thank you.